Well, hey guys, welcome back. All right, well, for you guys, it is Saturday, January 14th, but for me, it is Thursday, January 12th. Yeah, so here's what's been going on. So last Monday, when I was out in the hills and I documented that the gold camp that you all saw in Gly's shorts this last Wednesday. After I left that gold camp, I worked my way further up north like I said I was going to do. I did find the mine that I wanted to take a closer look at, but unfortunately, it did turn out to be a patented mining claim with all the proper signage, etc. So, yeah, I wasn't able to document that one for obvious reasons. When I got back that night, I got a phone call. The dealership said that they were able to get me in this last week to finish up all the work on Old Bob. Now, if you could remember, just before the holidays, the wheel bearing went out on the passenger side front. I got that replaced, but that's all that they were able to do because it was right before the holiday. Had to wait for the holidays to get past that, and yeah, they got me in. So now the other side is done, the driver's side front, as well as two brand new axles for the rear. That's all done now too. So new axles, new bearings, new seals, all 100%. So I'll be able to put another 20 years on those. Yeah. So while all this was going down over Tuesday and Wednesday, you guys are probably all aware of that giant storm system that blew into Northern California and has been causing all kinds of chaos up there. Mudslides, flooding, you name it. Well, some of that whipped around down into the Mojave, into my explore area, and it's finally starting to trail on out of here. You can see it's kind of sunny today, but a few days ago, boy, was the weather ever wicked. So I wasn't able to get back out, not only because my Jeep was in the shop, but because you know, the weather was just terrible. You can't do much of anything in weather like that. You can't fly the drones. You just cannot properly document a site like I like to document a site in conditions like that. So this week was kind of a wash. So here's what we're going to do. Two of the best abandoned mines that I have ever explored since starting my YouTube channel, and pretty much two of the best I've ever explored in my entire 30-plus career of exploring abandoned mines, was the Thunder Ridge mine. That definitely takes the #1 spot. That's the one that had a 6-part series this last summer. If you guys haven't seen that, a lot of my newer subscribers, you definitely want to take a look at that. Start at the silver, what was it called again? I forget now, but yeah, it's a 6-parter, and you definitely want to start from the beginning and work your way forward. That was the best mine I've ever found. The #2 spot was a 600-foot vertical shaft that I found in Nevada about 2 years ago. It took forever to climb the stairs and the ladders, all the way down into the bottom. But when I got down in there, that just turned out to be a spectacular mine, as well as spectacularly dangerous. Over the last month and a half, the channel has gotten about roughly 2,000 new subscribers, and many of you have not. Maybe you haven't seen that episode. Well, here's what I'm going to do today. I'm not going to show you me going down all of the ladders. That gets kind of boring. I'm just going to shoot you into the very bottom of this mine, and we're going to pick up our exploration from there, okay? Yeah, this one was really cool. It's a silver mine. They were pulling the silver out of a massive structure of barite. That was the primary ore in this mine, and the stopes were gargantuan. Now, I never was able to get into the stopes, but I did get down into the haulage levels with all of the broken ore chutes. Yeah, everything down there was under extreme amounts of pressure, turning all of the stalls, the support braces, the ore chutes, etc., into matchsticks. And as I got deeper and deeper into the mine, the more and more dangerous it had become. So much so that there was even evidence of a dust layer about roughly 3/8 to 1/4 of an inch thick laying on everything in the bottom due to a recent collapse that filled that entire area full of dust. Okay, guys, as soon as I can, I'm going to get back out in the field and explore a bunch of new locations for you. I have 3 more on the itinerary going into the middle part to the latter part of January that I think are going to be pretty neat. But for right now, let me take you into the very bottom of this 600-foot shaft. Okay, guys, you take care now. Bye-bye. Well, this is definitely the deepest shaft that I have ever went down in my 35-year, I wouldn't call it a 35-year career, but I would say my 35 years of doing this as a hobby. So, well, I'm just gonna continue on down and try to get to the next drift or get to the bottom of this mine. So if I find something cool along the way, I'll be sure to show it to you. Okay, guys, I do believe we've reached the bottom of this mine. We're at another station here. Now, heading back over to the shaft, let me show you something. Yep. See what we have here? There, let me try a little bit better to show you. Okay, this is a sump, and this right here is all the stuff that's ever been thrown down this mine shaft all of these years. Look at all of that debris right there. Okay, I'll try to get a little bit better look at it for you. Yep, that's the sump, and it is completely filled in with debris. So indeed, we are at the 600 level. So what do we have down here? Well, looks like we've had some visitors back in 1995. There's a lot of graffiti. Someone here was down in here back in '04. Off to this direction, we have this room in pencil mark up on the wall here. It says, let's see if I can find a better light to shine on that. Maybe you guys can make that out. Anyways, 1 bell for hoist, 3 bells for the 300, 2 bells to lower to the 440, etc., etc., is what all of that reads. Okay. Down here we have a rack with piles and piles of drill steel. There is a full can of Arizona iced tea, which I will be drinking. I don't care if it is from 2004. There's some jack legs right there. 2 jack legs. Now in this room, above it says lighted lamps are not allowed in this room. But look at all of the visitors. 1960, 1959, more 59. I'm just gonna kind of slowly pan this so you guys can read all of the graffiti. 1950, 69, 60, 59. Tonopah Jack was in here in 51. And Bill Moore is a butt miner. whatever that means. There is a little door right here. Oh, that just opens up to expose the shaft. Okay. Let's look out here. Lots of graffiti. There's something from 43. There is a portrait of a horse. And it looks like it reads Nightmare. 2 horses are up there. Anything else? More graffiti off this way. Now we're back in 1943, 1940. There's someone's face. Now before I go down to the big drift here, let's first take a quick peek this direction and see if there's anything interesting hiding up and over this bulkhead. Ooh, there's a really old bottle right down in there, but I can't get to it without doing a lot of climbing. Okay, turning back around. Now, let's look at this shaft one more time. That's where I came from. 600 feet down in the earth. One more time, let's look down. Looking down this shaft, I don't see any bodies. Nope. But I can tell Randy's up there kicking dirt. I can see dirt falling down the shaft. Anything hiding down there, any bodies? Everybody always says, if you found any bodies in the bottom of them shafts, well, I look every time I go into one. Nothing hiding around this corner. All right. So here we are, and it's so large. I'll try to get my light in there. That's how big of an area we're dealing with. It's at least 30 feet wide through this section. The drift down there is again another 20 something feet and 10 to 12 feet high. Oh, and down here is a box completely filled with railroad spikes for spiking the rail down to the cross ties. Okay guys, I'm gonna do a couple things to the camera here. I'll be right back and we're gonna head into this drift. Okay, let's explore the 600. First of all, let's shoot all the way up in there, see what we have. Yep, I can see a possible air door or something. Wow, there's just graffiti everywhere. Down in here. But the air feels really, I mean, it's fresh. Look at how the rust, you can see how it's completely destroying the rail right here. Look at that pile of rust eating the rail. Here's the door. This was probably an air door at one time. Okay. Okay, so like always, if we get back in here and my O2 meter goes off, we're gonna have to retreat. But I can tell just by breathing, I'm not struggling. The air is cool and crisp. It is stale, for sure. Now here we've got a whole bunch of, look at zinc snow stalactites right there. That one there is probably 8 inches long. Isn't that pretty? And I don't want to touch them. They break off super easy. Wow, this is a nice big passage. It's 5 feet across on the floor, and again at least 12 feet tall. Now somewhere up in here is going to be a winze or a decline shaft that goes down another 300 feet. This is just super duper. And the footprints from all them old explorers are still down in here. All right, what do we have here now? So we'll start off to this side. Dynamite boxes. Continues off that direction. Oh, okay, we've got a, there's an oxygen tank right there. That looks like an old acetylene tank right there. What's up in here now? Carbide tin. Trying to think of the name of that thing. A resistor, I believe that's what you guys called it. We saw a much larger one in that mill site. Phosphate, calcium. There's somebody's vitamins right there. Vitamins and a jar of mayonnaise. Oh, look here. Okay. No admittance. And I can clearly see why. Look at the look at how this has completely failed here. Yeah. Yeah, darn. That's completely caved in. There's a bench down there where the miners could sit and take a break. Here's a big gear. Makes me wonder if this is where that 300-foot decline is. A bucket filled with parts and pieces and pipe fittings. Okay. All right. Here's someone's coat. Is it a? Oh, it's a leather jacket. Yeah. Let me prop it up and show it to you guys. Yeah. A leather coat. Okay. All right, we've got a drift going that direction. One going straight, another one up there turning to the left. What do we have hiding here? Oh, reel upon reel upon reel of, that's what the safety fuse, or you guys might know it as blasting fuse, came wrapped around. There's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spools. 7 old spools of it there. There's a dynamite box. What's left of it? DuPont, 1937. 45% strength. Awesome. Okay, what else do we have in here? Down here on the floor is, I'm not sure what was in that jug. That looks like an old canteen. Let me look here. Yeah, that's what that is. I believe that's someone's old canteen. And see how the belt would wrap around it there? That's cool. All right, what's over here? Oh, I can see right now I'm going to have to do a battery change out. So I'm going to take a break a second and I'll be right back. Okay guys, back again. Yep, I had to change out some batteries. That's why everything was looking really dark and dingy. No sense in making my way all the way down to the 600 level, not to give you guys a nice view of the mine with good, crisp, clean images. Anyways, I went over here to that table. That's where I did all my battery changed out, and I glanced over here back at that tank, and I said, I wonder if there's still oxygen in there. And indeed there is. Yep, so if we run out of air, we know where to come. Okay, so let's head back to kind of where we just were. Now that things are much brighter, anyways. There's the place I was just showing you with the spools, the safety fuse. Before we continue on up that direction, I think what I'm going to do is go to the right. There is a cyanide barrel that's been repurposed. Nope, they did not use cyanide down in the mine. Here is a accumulator. And what do we have over here? There was a door. Oh yeah, that was the wax paper insert that was in a box of dynamite. Still has all of the sawdust in it. More down there. There's a whole bunch of pieces and parts of plumbing and whatnot for compressor lines. There's a dynamite box that's been reused to hold all of those pieces and parts. Oh, look at this beautiful piece. Look at this. Look at that beautiful piece of barite. Oh, wouldn't that sure would be a nice, that is a beautiful specimen, guys. Isn't that something? Okay, oil can. Right there. All right, what do we have up in here? This was nothing inside of it. So you can tell there's been people down in here looking for goodies, because they see stuff and then they let it sit just like this. Here's some cutting and drilling oil right there. That's what that is. Okay. Alrighty. Wow, just look at this. Another accumulator. Now I can tell by the dust on the floor that at one time there was a big collapse down in here. What is that? Hold on, I see something off to my right. Look there's a wooden barrel filled with, I'll bet that's lye. I'll bet it is. But the wooden barrel's pretty neat looking. And the reason I say I bet that's lye is because right here is a honey pot. General Chemical Company. You guys can probably read that better than me. Is there any nuggets? Any nuggets hiding in the honey pot? No. That's what it was. Here's an accumulator. Oh, would you look at that? There is an old bottle of Blatz beer. A glass bottle of Blatz. Yeah, you don't see that anymore. Blatz went out of business. I think it was sometime in the 80s. That was a popular beer in the 70s. My dad drank a lot of that. All right, what do we have here? Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Well, my memory card ran out. So I'd take a second there and change a couple of batteries and slap in a new memory card. Hey, you know we're in a big mine when you fill up a 64 gig card. Well, now I know where all the dust came from. Yeah, this area completely failed right here. So we're not getting up into that part of the mine. And you notice, you see when it failed, that's where all this dust came from that's on the floor. Just a big whoosh. All right, so past the honey pot and the accumulator. There's some writing on there, but it's really hard to make out. Now we've got to head down this direction. So everything to the left has failed. It's all collapsed. And this has too, over the years. See that stall there, just holding that up while all of this other stuff came down on its own. Yeah, here's a... So remember when we were up at that last level and I said, yeah, that's probably the top of an ore bin or an ore chute or an ore pass? Okay, well, right now this is directly below it, and that's where we're at. Okay, let's see if we can safely get up and around this. There we go. So what I'm doing now is I'm kind of searching for that next level, that 300-foot winze or decline. Yeah, this is just all flaking badly off the ribs on this side here. Yikes. But there you can clearly see the vein. There's the vein of silver. And barite. All right, what do we have here? Another door. And you can see what has come down from the seismic activity over the years. That's natural. The trick is not to have any of that come down while I'm in here, right? Alrighty. Now where does this go? Well, if we've got rail going this direction, maybe we'll get to that winze. Looks like this was a workstation here. Wow, just loaded with artifacts. Yeah, I'm looking everywhere. I'm looking in the barrels, seeing if we can't find anything neat down in here. Look at this old, that's a toolbox, and with a makeshift strap on it. Here's some little shelves. I don't know, these are just little boxes, maybe drawers that used to fit up into this thing here. Here's another one. That coffee can is full of something or another. Not sure. and a jar. Now around the corner here, look at all of the rolls of safety fuse, the empty rolls up in there, and a lot of vent pipe and whatnot. Okay, turning around again. There's a date of 1950. The whole side of the mine gave way right here. This all failed. Busted that timber. Yikes. Let's get away from that. Okay. And indeed, the mine keeps on going up in there. It also goes this direction. What's up in here? Somewhere up above us is a false floor. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I see what's going on here. This is what's left of an ore chute. See? There's the lift gate right there. Oh boy, there is just a ton of stuff right through this section. Oh, I don't want to touch anything. Yikes. Whew. Yeah, I'm looking up in there. I don't know, guys. That is really, this whole thing is failing. Okay. Well, maybe if I'm careful and I don't touch nothing. Here we have some graffiti. Yeah, this is really dangerous here. That's why I'm talking softly. This whole section is getting ready to fail. Just like it did on the other side of the mine. Being 600 feet down in this, that's pretty unnerving. What do we have over here? Well, I'm just treading lightly like a little church mouse through here. Yeah, see this stuff? It's just super duper flaky. Look at the pressure on that. Look at the pressure here. See how that's compressed? How much further does this go? Oh wow. Yeah, now I know why it's failing, because just like that, instantaneously, there was a whole bunch of moisture. I just got hit in the face with a bunch of moisture. The mine keeps going that way, and we have something that's drifting off this direction. here's those things that dangle off the back of the mine that look like moss or roots, but they're not. What's up in here? Oh, big. A room full of ore chutes. 3 of them. There's a shovel. A sign that says chute number, but I can't read the number right there. Okay. And it goes up that way too. See how all that's flaking off there? This entire area here of chutes is starting to fail. There's a dynamite box there. Okay. And it keeps on going that direction. Yeah, I'm not going up into there. Nope, there's too much stuff coming down off the ribs. All right. Okay, now look at this, guys. Oh my goodness. Look at how all this is just busting and failing. Get around that stall. Well, the theory is whatever was going to fail over the last 50 to 80 years has probably already done so. I'm on a false floor here. Yeah. Okay. Off to my left, there's something that goes down here. What is this? Yep, there's a winze, but it looks like it might stop right there. Okay. Now turn it back around. Oh my gosh, it's really hard to get up in here and not touch anything. But once I get past this one section, I think I'll be okay. Yeah, I just need to get past. Oh, I can definitely tell this came down with earthquake activity. Okay, look at this beam here. That's all busted. Yeah. I'm still seeing people's footprints on the ground. But this stuff here has all come down since the last time anybody was in here. Yeah, it sure has. Look at this. Oh my gosh. This is really super duper cool, but mega dangerous. Okay, let's see if I can get around this without a big slab of rock falling on me. Look at that beam. Oh my gosh. Yeah. If that thing snapped, we'd be in big trouble. Big trouble. Okay, I'm in here. What do we have? We have a looks like a container for holding maybe lamp fuel. Yeah, everything above my head here is just twisting and bending. it reads up there, new stope. Chute number 1. Look how that's just hanging there. Oh my God. Okay. Let's see if I can get around this. Okay. Chute 3. Chute 4. Chute 5. What is that? Not sure. And up here by, now that says chute 1. Now let's look up in there. Oh my gosh. No way. Nope. That's where I draw the line, guys. That's completely failing. We're not getting up in there. Okay. All right, I'll tell you what, I'm just gonna keep the camera rolling, and so if anything crazy happens, we'll catch it on camera. Gosh, let's hope not. Let's get around this sketchy area. Here's a sign that says emergency exit. Yep, so indeed, just like the report said, there's lots of areas of this mine that are completely collapsing, and that's exactly what I'm seeing here. Look at this old wood barrel. Nothing in it. You guys have told me that chances are those little barrels like that, they had nails in them. This is what really concerns me here, is that, and how that's breaking right there. Now, let's get out of this section as fast as possible. Okay, I made it. All right. Yeah, I'm glad I'm taking you guys along with me, because this is looking even more sketchy on the way back than it did on the way in. But, you know, here you can see that vein right there. This is what they're working. Okay, now we gotta get around this little section. We're almost to safety. Wow, look at the size of that rock and how it's starting to cleave off of the ribs there. It ain't gonna take much for that to come down. Yeah, you might say my adrenaline is up a little bit. Okay, let's get out from under that. Oh, I like the air in this section is much nicer. That's because we're getting closer to the shaft. Okay, one last little sketchy section to get through here. There we go. Okay, now this is the last little nasty part here we got to get through. Yeah. Oh, I hope this doesn't come down on me. Oh, get me out of here. There we go. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that was yeah. Yeah, I came out of the sketchy part only to look up and read that. Yeah. Thanks for watching over me. All right, so we're back here at the tool station again. Okay, I'm gonna maybe take 5 or 10 minutes here, try to shake off some of the adrenaline, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, yeah, I had a chance to take a break and settle my nerves a bit. We're back in that area where the accumulator was and the honey bucket. Over here, that can reads 200 level on it, and like I said, that's a repurposed cyanide container. They didn't use cyanide in the mine, but I wanted to show you this one more time. This just gorgeous specimen of barite right here. Yeah, I'm not going to go all the way down to the 600 level without bringing back one of you guys, a really nice specimen from the deep down in the bowels of this mine. So I'm going to throw this one in the backpack. I think one of you guys out there would really enjoy that. So head on over to the eBay site. It's down there in the description area of my channel's videos. Click on the link and it'll take you right over to Hidden Treasures Abound. That is my eBay site. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I'm going to take that one. That's just gorgeous. But I do not take artifacts from mines. That is a no-no. Oh, I just noticed something here. Yeah. You guys may have seen it before, but I just noticed it right now. There's a stick of dynamite right there. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be the last thing I'd want to do is blow off a toe or a foot and still have to climb 600 feet of ladders with a tourniquet. Because down in these mines, search and rescue will not come after you. Nope, you have to self-rescue if you get into any kind of trouble. And I would want it that way. I don't want somebody else risking their life trying to rescue me. Okay, I'm going to head on back to the shaft, and we have to make a decision from there. So I'll see you over there. Okay guys, I'm back over here at the 600 station. So I did take about 10 minutes to look around a little bit more, see if I can find some other interesting artifacts that I haven't already showed you. I really didn't find anything other than maybe a little bit more graffiti from the 30s and 40s. So here's what we've got. Right behind me is the shaft. And then the drift that we just went up to is right here in front of me. It went up and it teed to the left and teed to the right. To the right is where we just came from, where all of that cribbing and bracing was all falling down into the area of the ore chutes. And seeing all those ore chutes makes perfect sense, because when we were back up on that drift above us here, and we went into it, remember when we saw those I was calling them ore passes? Well, from that point, we were at the top of all of those ore chutes, and down here at the 600, we're at the base, and that's where they were bringing all the ore over here to the shaft and up and out of the mine. Now, the report said that there was another 300-foot winze or a decline somewhere down here on the 600 level. I would imagine that probably used to exist up that direction and off to the left, but that whole entire thing collapsed over there, and it completely sealed off any access to the that extra 300 feet deeper into this mine. So with that, there's no other choice but to do, you know what? I gotta pack up my gear and climb back up 600 feet of ladders. I don't know who left this green tea down in the mine, probably from either 94 or 2004, but it's just as good as the day it was made. I appreciate it very much. Okay, so with that, yeah, I will, I'll get back with you guys when I get topside, and I'll see you up there where the sun shines. Okay, I'll see you up there. Okay, everybody, back outside, safe and sound. I would say that probably took me, I'm thinking about an hour and a half to get back out of that mine. What I did is every 20 feet or every stretch of ladders, I just took a break, and I never looked up. That's the thing about these places. You never look up. All right, well, I really do appreciate y'all coming along with me for this just fantastic explore. Like I said, I've been wanting to get into this one for a long time, just because I knew it was a really good challenge, and I know for a fact that no other YouTuber has been down in this mine. So with that, thanks again for coming along, and I will see you again next weekend. All right, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.